The northern reaches of Skyrim are unforgiving. The cold doesn't seep into your skin, it seeps into your bone. A creeping frost that clings to your breath and stiffens your strides. You've been walking for too long beneath the pale shimmer of the aurora, your hunger gnawing and your limbs heavy with fatigue. Then, through the veil of snow and shadow, you spotted, way up ahead, a lighthouse. Its beacon pulsingly, faintly in the distance like a promise. A shelter, perhaps a warm hearth, maybe even a scrap of food to quiet the ache in your belly. As you draw closer, a familiar notification appears. New location discovered. Frostflow Lighthouse. But your eyes drift past it, drawn to something far more unsettling. There, a half buried in snow, lies a horse. The body is still, its breath long gone. You circle the body, searching for clues. No arrows, no claw marks. Yet, there's no blood, no signs of violence, just silence and frost. You paused, uneasy. What could have felt such a fine steed in this desolate place, you ask. While you look for around, nearby, a small pen sits empty, barely large enough for a single horse. A modest shed leans against the wind. Its contents, turns out, little more than just a rusted farming tools and forgotten labor. You look around again. Nothing else stirs. No movement, no sound, just the sound of wind of northern. So then, you turn back to the porch, your boot crunching softly in the snow, but something glints in the moonlight. A metal, perhaps. Two bear traps flank the door, positioned precisely where someone would reach for the handle. You narrow your eyes. Why would anyone set trap here? A warning? A defense? But the trap is set, so somebody must be inside, right? You ask to yourself. Then, if somebody is inside, why leave the horse to die alone in the cold? Something is wrong. Deeply wrong. So you step lightly, weaving past the traps with practiced care. Your hand reaches for the door, half expecting a resistance, but it opens, unlocked. No creak, no protest. And just like that, we enter the premises. What is this? You look around, the room in shambles. And there it is, trail of blood covered the whole room. And there lies a corpse and a Chaurus next to the fireplace. The corpse named Ramati, her body bloodied, and next to her, Falmer. Wait, a Falmer? Here? But from where? We examine her corpse. On her corpse, there's a journal named Habat's Journal. After years of sailing from Hammerfell to Solstheim and back, Ramati and I have finally saved enough money to buy that old lighthouse we spotted on the coast, and we're moving in next month. These Nords really know how to live. It may be cold, but you can't beat the tranquility after watching icebergs to live out your silver years. Ramati loved the place too. Despite the occasional leaking ceiling, Mani and Sudi unfortunately seem miserable here. I know the kids are old enough to strike out on their own, but I hope they'll grow to love this peace and quiet here as I have. Marni and Sudi continue to bicker and harass each other, and they seem to have started in their mother as well. Ramadi keeps finding things missing from the cellar. Sudi said she heard a noise down there, but Mani just think their mother is going mad from the isolation. The very thought of it is ridiculous. She always wanted to retire here. Sudi keeps saying that she hears scratching coming from the cellar at night. I think she's just trying to get her mother good, but I better head in town to get few traps just in case. Should only take a couple of days. I just hope those two goes easy on Ramati while I'm gone. Oh gods. Oh gods, why? I return home to find my beautiful Ramati killed and this thing, this horrible bug-like thing creature ransacking our home. I managed to kill the damnedest thing. I think it might be a Dradra. I've never been anything like that. Oh gods. Poor Ramati. It must have come out from the cellar. I must go down there and lock the door behind me to make sure they don't escape. I don't know if I'll make it out alive, but I have to save my family. Turns out there is something lurking below, something sinister. Maybe a nest of Chaurus, or perhaps a nest of Falmer horrid creature? You don't know for sure, but whatever it is, the investigation must continue. As you pass the dead Chaurus, to the left of your room, you see a bed and little study room mirroring one each other. It seems that this is the siblings' bedroom. On the table, there's another journal named Sudi's journal. It reads, I hate it here. Why did we have to move to Skyrim anyway? I miss the big port of cities. There's always something to do and new people around. Or even being cabin girl on one of the ships we used to sail. We will be better than this. Mani say we should run away, but I can't leave mother and father alone out here. Oh, what to do? We've been here for 2 months. There's nothing to do. From the top of the lighthouse we can see all the way to College of Winterhold. Our father said that magic is for Daedra worshippers. The only interesting thing to happen lately is that mother snapped at us at dinner and accused us of stealing things out of the cellar. I did hear screeching down there the other night, but I thought it was just father cleaning fish. I caught Mani in the cellar a couple of days ago, though some in the barrel are crates. At first I thought it was him all along making those scratches, played tricks on me, but I heard them again last night, and Mani was in bed. Father finally say he would get some traps and poison from the town in case it is Skeevers. I'm really scared. It doesn't sound like Skeever to me. Mani won't listen. He thinks I'm just making it up. The noise and keeping sneaking into the cellar. Oh, why is it so stupid sometimes? I don't know why he keeps going down there. But I found cellar to copy. He copied and hid it in mother's favorite keepsake, so he won't find it. Scratching is getting louder. You continue to the next room. On the next room, there's a double bed, which looks like a master bedroom. There's nothing special in this room, yet on the cardboard table, there is another journal, named Ramati Journal. It reads, Finally did it! We bought the lighthouse. I thought Had was just making idle promises all these years. What husband doesn't want to promise their wife the two moons from the sky, but I didn't think we actually managed to get it. Now if I could only find where we put everything. I can't find my favorite cooking pot, and it's slightly infuriating. Sudi and Mani seem unhappy, but they're still young and doesn't seem to understand that we just want to spend a few more years with them before they leave us to see the world. I know they think their father will live forever, but I see his age creeping into his eyes. He made me promise again that he died, I would just put his bone in the lighthouse fire so he could look out over the ocean forever. Oh, those two get to me sometimes. I went to unpack some of our keepsake from the trading ship we used to sail, but I can't find them. Sudi keeps saying she'll hear something in the basement at night, and Mani suggested that it was skivers. They know I hate skiver. Now I'm just too scared to get down there at all. I'm glad that I unpacked my favorite and put it safely on the mantle before those two started causing mischief. If they put a skiver in the basement, Ramadi doesn't give any of us clue. With that being said, there's nothing else around here. With just journal as our silent witness, we need to continue with the investigation. So you follow the trail of blood leading to a locked door on the east side of the lighthouse, which Hub said that he does lock the door. From the other side of the door, you could hear a faint clattering and rustling sound, yet still not know what lies beyond that locked door. One thing for certain, where there's blood, something bad has happened and will happen again. Wanted to not face the danger lies ahead, you move to the opposite of the door, and there it is, also a locked door. However, there's no sign of blood. In seeking of truth, you pick the lock, and you see sets of stairs leading up. You went up the stairs, and one thing is clear, the sound of rustling and clattering has disappeared. So you know the answer doesn't lie here. It lies beyond that bloody door. One way or another, this door holds the answer. You unlocked the door and went down the basement. The sound of rustling and clattering become more clearer, and the more bear trap is set. Clearly intended to keep anything in nor out of this place. Sneaking to see what is this, you notice the air become more colder, the basement filled with snow. You thinking, perhaps this basement, this cellar, are intended to use as a cold storage. Nice way of thinking, you said. However, before you could scan the room, a group of Chaurus notice you and start attacking. You dispatch the violent Chaurus, and you start looking around the cold basement. There is salmon racks, wooden cabinets, haystacks, and all sorts of supplies. Yes, this is a cold room, a cellar. What is this? Sound of wind in the cellar? Where is this gust of wind coming from? And in the corner of the room, you see a huge hole leading further down, look more like an ice cavern. Something just broke the cellar wall. But who? You examine the hole, and on the side, there it is again. A farmer axe? They must have dug and breached the wall and bring horror, fate upon this family. Either way, the answer to all of our questions lied further down to the abyss. You noticed a man-made object scattering around the hall. This must be from the lighthouse, you muttered, as farmer won't be able to make this such fine work. Walking further, you saw a familiar blood trail leading to a chamber of farmers. Cleaning them up, you meet another family member corpse. This time, his Mani, the brother. With all of horrid scene, there seemed to be no clues from him, no journal, no notes. Just a horrid scene. He'd been massacred and stabbed around and become a decoration for the farmers. Such a horrible fate he met. In the corner of your eye, you greeted with a door made by Chaurus legs, a crude door design unique to farmer race. The doors lead you another chamber, look more like a frostbite spider nest, and there is no longer any man-made object inside, nor any blood trails that seems to end. Moving deeper, you found yourself by the looks of it, farmer settlement. And on the right, another family member corpse. This time is Sudi, the big sister. Beside her lay a tainted, bloody note. They took father. There have been some others they've brought down, but they let them off, and all I heard were the screams. And now father is gone too. Oh God, why didn't I listen to Mani? Father's fever was getting worse, and he kept mumbling about Daedra. I don't know where he was hiding it, but I think I know why he left me this dagger. I see. So Mani's body is left here, and Hub's body has been walked even deeper into the abyss. Sudi has been left with a knife, and we all know what it means. With no more clues around, you continued further, hoping to see what fate lies for Hub. You continue further, and you caught the sight of dozens of Chaurus eggs mounting like a hatching nest for this monstrosity. You thought to yourself, if this infestation wasn't dealt with quickly, the horrors that the family faced would spread around the lighthouse. I must set this through. I must exterminate it all, so that you descend down with nowhere back up. You fought through the mounting Chaurus X-infested chamber, and that seemed to stretch miles until you found yourself face to face with a giant Chaurus Reaper, with her whelps around her. For a slight of moment, the Chaurus Reaper just watched, as if tells that it is just their being their self, their natural habitat. They meant no harm, but with huge family members, she had to provide it for their family. And the family of the lighthouse, they're just at the wrong place at the wrong time. However, this staring contest doesn't have long, as she finally come approaching towards you. With the last blow, you put the lighthouse family souls to peace, knowing their cause of horrors has been killed. You look around and didn't see Hub's corpse, nor any sign of hard corpse and struggle. So you look back at the giant Chaurus and examine her, dissecting her. And there it is, you found the head of the family remains. No body, no legs, no hands, no torso. All it left of him, of Hub's, just his head. Such a tragic fate fell upon Hubs and his family. But then you remember, you take up Hub's head, all of the remains of him, you take it up. You brought it up with you, back to the lighthouse. As you recall, according to his wife's journal, Ramati, Hub wished for his remains to be burned in the lighthouse brazier, so he could continue guiding ships even in death, watching over the horizon and the ocean. Once you put Hab's wish to rest, burning his whatever remains of him, you got a special bonus buff, which is named Hub Final Wish. You receive the Sailor Response Blessing. It is 10% bonus to all healing spells. This is permanent passive effect and not a temporary buff. It is stacked with other healing bonuses like Restoration Purse and Enchanted Gears, so it is quite a good buff. So just remember, when you do this quest, just remember to burn Hub's final. Just remember to burn Hub's head to get this cellar response. So there's this family, couple, Hubs and Ramati. They are from Hammerfell. They are a red guard from Hammerfell. Hubs and Ramati, a couple. They have two child, one a daughter and one a son. The daughter called Sudi and the son called Mani. They have been a sailor, perhaps not even a sailor. They are more like staff at ships, servant at ships. Yeah, it's not like a sailor, but staff, like cook. Sometimes also a sailor. Whatever it is that they can do to make coins in ships, from Hammerfell to Solstheim. From the voyage, they always see, when they're passing Skyrim on Sea of Ghosts, they always see this way in the distant lighthouse. They feel for their moonlit nights, moonlit days, they wish to live there. So they save up coins, and finally they can bought the lighthouse for themselves. Both Hubs and Ramati were so happy in their old days they can retire peacefully in this lighthouse in nowhere of northern Skyrim lights. Although their happy life doesn't stand for too long, because both of their child doesn't like to live in here, and they heard scratching sounds, rustling sounds beneath their house, on the basement, on the cellar. However, turns out on one particular night, something breached the cellar room. It is a farmer and horde of Chaurus. They are looking for food, basically, and the family, Hub's family, just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they were all slaughtered. And just like that, Hubs come back from the town, probably Downstar, the nearest town from the lighthouse. He found his wife is dead at the living room, and one monstrosity is eating her body. So he killed that monstrosity that he thought a Daedra. Turns out it's just a Chaurus. Head down to look for his children. All he found is death waiting for him, and yep, all the family member dies. It is a tragic story, a tragedy of what happened in here, and that also explains why the horse at the very beginning that we see got no blood trails, no wounds, just die, and the most likely cause is die of neglected. Okay, so there it is, guys. That's the story of the tragedy that lies upon the Frost Lighthouse. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment on what should I discuss next. Okay, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on what you want to do next. I see you guys in another video. Bye bye.